Oh, it's cold, Jeff. It's cold.
Cold.
It's -2 outside, I think. I'm not going to leave this little kettle of gas fire for a while. But while we're here, we may as well turn around and see what we're up to on the bench. Right. Right, okay, Jeff, we're back at your workbench again. I see you've been quite busy. We saw this last week, but one actually, you were just marking it out. You haven't started it yet.
This is a blue beta thing, this.
Yeah, here's one of
here's one of our.
So this is a fork brace for the ZZR6, was it?
I've just got all this stuff lying. It looks technical. It looks like I know what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not bad, is it? You're getting there. So that's the start of a fork brace. These are your...
Yeah, this was a set of yokes. I've actually done these different. Instead of...
Is that what we saw last week?
Yeah.
Machining it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually used the rotary... I've used the rotary table to open them out.
Okay.
With... You get all your position points with a mandrel.
Yeah.
And then you clamp them to the table and you open them out using the rotary table and...
okay, rather than using the...
And milling cutter. And actually, they've come out very well, actually. So
that's the top and that's the bottom. You've not yet drilled them for the clamps. You have split them.
I've actually left them now, so they're flush there. Instead of coming in and then putting them and then going in again.
Yeah.
I've just left them flush.
Right.
You can...
So they've got to be split yet and also drilled for the pinch bolts.
Just actually what I'm just doing now is setting up, working out the depths to go.
Yeah, where they're going to be.
For the bolts like that. We've got to get them in, so that obviously we don't want to burst through.
No.
And work out the angle to get our slot in.
Yes, yeah.
So that's the...
So what are these for then?
I was going to use them for a project, but...
What project?
Well...
Is this your hardtail stroke bob attack?
The one now...
That I don't think you should do.
But we...
I think it's a bad idea, because you'll probably get more money just selling them to somebody.
But what I'm going to do, I'll drill
finish them anyway, get them finished.
Them, I'll slot them, and then I'll just stick them with the other junk.
It's not junk. I might have use for them. I might use them on my bloody bike. You never know. I'm sure they'll come in handy. What size are they there? 40?
They're only 41s.
41s.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Because they've got these comp bike, these forks off the old comp bike there.
Yeah. So anybody watching this, if you want a set of really nice billet 41mm yokes, Jeff's got a pair here. You can have them polished or not, whichever. Okay.
For X amounts of pounds.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so we've got to...
Well, before we carry on then, how much would it cost for that pair of yokes to be made to suit those 41mm forks? I mean, making them, aren't you? So, £1 million. If someone came to you and said, look, Jeff, make me a pair just like that to suit my 41mm Kawasaki blah blah blah, what would you charge me? About 300
to 400 quid, depending on
how complicated you want them.
You know.
So what makes a difference? Is it the thickness of that lower yoke? Because
that's 1 inch.
That's a lot of work, isn't it?
To inch. I think that's about inch and 3/4.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of material.
It's done so that we can get 2 10mm. If you use 1.5 inches, you can't. To try and get 2 10mm,
there's no room.
It doesn't leave you
enough room.
So.
But if somebody had, say, a pair of yokes that were only 1 inch thick, surely that's going to be a bit cheaper because it's less material.
2 at 1 inch, you've got less. There's less work.
A lot less work. So it'll be cheaper. So you know.
It's a very difficult thing to put a price.
Yeah, you just come and say, this is what I want, and he'll give you a price.
You could estimate making sets from between 300 to 500 quid.
Yeah, depending on how complicated they are.
Yeah.
I mean, the material itself is quite expensive now, isn't it? I mean, how much material is in that? Have you bought 2 blocks of billet alloy?
Well, actually, I had a thick block.
I know you did, but if you want to go and buy it, you're going to go and buy it. It's going to cost you what? 50, 60, 70 quid just for a chunk of metal, just for a chunk of
I'd say there's at least 50 to 60 quid for 2 pieces of metal.
Yeah. So you now slotted them, drilled them, and now they've got the clamps in place. Okay, and you got the lower one, a big thick thing.
Yeah.
And you were saying
I've machined all the bolts off nicely. All there.
Okay, let's look at that. Yeah, the ends of the edges of the bolt head here have been machined down, make them look pretty. That's what I like to see. And you've also got your I've carried the flat. Yeah, you said you'd done it a little bit differently than what
Yeah, because I actually, where the step was, on the others, I come round and then across and then in, so it had like a little double step. And some, depending on, some people might say, oh, I like that better.
Yes. I do actually, I like them better.
You could have pulled it in and had the bolts on an angle going in that way.
Yeah.
You know, actually cut it in so you end up, how can we put it?
Yeah, yeah. The bolts would be angled that way.
So that you go in about there,
yeah.
carry the curve round, and then have your slot. You know,
angle, yeah.
have your bolts. You'd have to have your bolts on show if you did that, and have your actual bolts like that.
Yeah.
But the question is then you've got to set up double time twice to do all your drilling.
Yeah.
Whereas if you do it that way, you can do it in. You can mark it all and do it in one go.
It's, okay. And so what stem is this going to have then? Have you got a stem for it?
I've done it. Yeah. I've got the ZX12. What I've actually done is lengthened it.
Lengthened it?
Yeah. Pressed a piece of stainless into it.
Yeah. So why lengthened it?
Well, originally, from the original length of it was probably only where from that mark is there, maybe just to where the weld is.
Yeah.
It's about 5. Well, to the face. About another 5 or 6.
I know why. Because this is so thick.
This yoke is so much.
Sorry, you're confusing
thicker.
them.
Yeah. Once we've got to take that out.
It would recess slightly anyway, but yeah. So sorry, I wasn't thinking.
Oh no, we're actually done. I've just got to recess that. I've had to machine that down. It's gone a fraction under.
Yeah.
We've got to recess that in, and unfortunately, setting it up between centres, I've had to just polish that, and it's gone like a thou or two under.
Wow, it's going nowhere, is it?
Eh?
It'll be going nowhere, will it? I mean, is it going to be drilled and sort of grub screwed in place? And
it can't. Once it's in, it can't come out.
No, it can't go anywhere.
The bearing will go on, and all I can do is probably. It was a bit because someone had used it before.
Yeah,
they'd actually drilled into it, and I've had to do my best with it.
And have you got a top nut for it as well? Have you got all the gear for it?
Yeah, we've got the top nut. That's
there.
That's that chappy.
I think they would look quite good on my bike actually. On my little Kawasaki.
You know what I did there, don't you? You just have to double check that.
You haven't damaged the thread, have you?
Well, by tapping that in with the copper hammer, you've got to be careful. I might just have to give that a little tickle with the file.
Yeah, you might have just.
You can. It's going on, but it's just a fraction tight.
Yeah. It doesn't seem too bad.
It's not.
Bit of grease on there.
Bad. Yeah, it's all right.
Bit of muck on there probably.
I'll just give it a little polish around with the 1mm.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, so that's that.
That's that. So, and I can also see you've got your fork brace.
I've just going to put the table on there to do the work. I want to hollow that out in there.
On the underside or the top side?
It will be the underneath.
Right. Okay. Yeah, just to make it a bit lighter.
Because I suppose it doesn't really matter whether it's.
Well, it's not heavy, is it? Anyway.
Actually, yeah, because actually what I've done there, critical, one of the mistakes that you make when you first do it, is if you don't put that little step on, it could creep down on your forks and drop. So
oh right, so you've got a step on the inside of there.
There's actually a 1mm step there,
yeah, I can see
and a couple of mil there.
So it can't go anywhere.
So when it's actually on,
even if it comes loose, it can't.
If it comes loose, it can't fall.
No, no.
The odds of it going up is highly unlikely.
Yeah. If it does, so what? It's going nowhere.
As long as it can't fall down and jam the tyre, that's the part that we want to avoid.
Okay. And with that,
yeah, I haven't made my mind up yet whether to do it underneath or on top. I don't know.
Don't do it on top. Don't do it on top. Do it on. I mean, the problem with it on top is I've got one on my Guzzi that you did for me, and it's a pain in the arse to clean it and polish it because you've got that little recess. And it really makes it difficult to clean and polish.
Well, it will have a mud guard on it anyway, so it's doesn't matter. Well, but then again, if you put in a mud guard on it, you can always put some little spacers off it and bolt it, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
it's not the end of the world, is it?
Okay. Right. So,
what else have we done? Not done.
I'll tell you what you're not done yet.
Go on.
Make some tea.
Tea.
Tea. So that's what's next, and with that we'll call it quits because I've got things to do and I can't stay here too late. So anyway, that's that. I think. Anything else? Anything else going on?
Nope.
I know what we can do. I know what we can do. We can take them yokes and take them outside and look how they look on my frame. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's go and check them out. Yeah, okay, so here's my Kawasaki frame with its nice shiny electrics box that we made this week. And let's see what that looks like.
What if you
just sort of, I assume it's all Kawasaki, so it should be long enough. And
that's quite big on this. The original lock stop at the back.
Oh yeah, that'll have to go. Chop it off.
The only other thing then is to weld something on here and put
yeah,
stops there.
Yeah. We'll chop off that back one.
So basically, you could have something like that on it.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Stand back a bit.
Gone
yeah.
In there.
Oh, there you go.
It's come a bit. Oh, it's not too bad though.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what though, I'll probably have them black. I won't have them polished because the whole bike's going to be black. Black.
Well, they're to suit 41 mils.
I know. And I did want to have 43, but I can go with 41 if need be. It's still a damn sight lot bigger than the what was it, the 38s it had originally, so...
Originally, it'd have only, these would have only had 36 mil, I think.
Oh yeah, but the GPZ...
Oh, the GPZ... Well,
yeah,
the GPZs would have been 38.
Yes. And they're now 41, so...
And rather there is quality. Still a set of them B2 forks in the loft.
Yeah, I think 38's a little bit too small for what I've got in mind, particularly with the modern tyres and brakes and so on.
Right.
Anyway, so that's good. They may well solve my problem. Just got to work out how to pay for them, or we'll do a deal, no doubt. We'll do a deal. It's all right. That's all right, Jeff. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the money side of things. I'm sure we'll sort something out. You probably owes me some money for something, God knows what. Yeah, so what we see here, we'll move that out of the way temporarily, is another set of yokes, also 41 mil that Jeff already had on his shelf. And these are a little bit narrower. As you can see, this is the one we saw before.
Are they narrow? I don't think
there's quite a lot there, isn't there?
Is there? That'll be another thing to check. Are you sure?
Well, it looks narrower to me. No, so, I mean in terms of thickness.
Oh, in gauge, I don't think there's a lot. Is there?
It looks a lot chunkier.
Yeah, probably maybe about 5 or 6 mil. Yeah. That might be inch and a half.
Yeah. And
in fact, they're only 8 mils.
Okay. Anyway, so these are possibilities. These are here available, and we're just looking at the other stems we might have lying around, and this fits okay in the top but not in the bottom because it's a little bit...
We've got the means to adapt.
Yeah, but we can make a top hat for that and it'll fit it okay. Question is this stem long enough to fit my Kawasaki neck? I don't know yet. Is that something?
Well, that's out of the Kawasaki, so it probably, I would say, where the bearings sit would be very, very good.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, we might go with that. So another possibility is I could have these yokes, which as you can see have been finished, not polished yet, not cleaned up yet, but they've been sitting on a shelf for quite a while. What were these made for, Jeff? Can you recall? Just because you felt like making...
Do you know something? They could have been made for the comp bike and then I made another set.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
They've probably been sat in here now for what? Since
years and years.
Probably
10 years, decades.
Because you know me, if someone says, "Oh, make them," I'll make about 2 or 3 sets while I'm doing it.
I know.
And
but perhaps we can do a deal, Jeff. I might be able to have these off you. I might help you out.
The only trouble is now all that stuff I keep putting to one side, it's now taking up
space.
Too much room.
Yeah. Well, I can do your deal, sir. I'll do your deal and take it off your hands for a very small fee. So yeah, that's a possibility. I'll have to look at that, and then I could use these ZZR.
Well, there is a set of Yamaha fork legs.
Yeah.
41s.
Be nice if I could use all
Kawasaki. Yeah. The thing is with fork legs, you don't really
notice them.
You don't really. I think if you was on a Kawasaki, most people are going to say, you could say they're Kawasaki forks, and no one would ever know.
No. Well,
you'd have to be a really Kawasaki.
Well, if you go in the loft at some point and drag out your 41mm Yamaha forks, we can
I think they're Yamaha.
Okay. Well, anyway,
let's give us a set of. Are they Honda ones? There's a set of Honda ones, but they're only short.
Yeah, so you need to be.
Well, these actually, I think these Yamaha ones, or they may even be Suzuki.
Yeah.
Let me go and grab one.
Okay. Yeah, so
yokes. They're in good fettle. All the chrome sliders and that are in good fettle.
Right, so here are we think a Yamaha.
I didn't know that.
Well, it's all right. We can sort that out. There's a little bit of pitting on.
It's not where they actually run. It's just probably just where the yoke was.
Yeah, there's some pitting here. Right round about there.
The service, they're usable, but obviously
not for me. I want mine to be perfect.
No. Well,
but the good news is about these lowers is that you've got these separate mounts rather than just one mount here, and that makes life a lot easier if I want to mount Brembos, which I do. I want to mount Brembo 4-pots rather than Tokikos or Nissans, which this might have had a standard. So yeah, so perhaps these might work. They might need a little bit of a... They might even need to be re-chromed, I don't know.
You see, the thing is, if you go on eBay and you look at stuff...
Well, anything second-hand is going to be tatty, isn't it?
I've looked at lots of forks and they say, oh, they're great, but they've got pit marks just above.
Yeah, which you don't want, because you fill an MOT.
Well, not there. That wouldn't fit there. Actually, where the slider is going to run...
It's got one there, look.
Oh, has it got
one there?
Are you sure?
Unless it's a bit of muck.
Oh yeah.
There's one there. So anyway,
don't get me wrong, they're serviceable as they are,
yes,
but if you want...
not for a nice custom bike, they're not. So if I had these, what I'd do is strip them all down, get these re-coated or re-chromed.
You can get all that, what do they call it, that coloured chrome?
Yes, gold, but I think that's quite expensive.
Yeah.
Even more expensive than going just for hard chroming. This lot would be black, and all new seals, inside all new internals. And then we'd make
I mean, if you want to use them, you can have them.
Yeah, maybe make a bracket to hold the Brembos, which I don't have yet, by the way. I don't have any Brembos, but that's what I want to use.
They're the sort of things. Is this? Are we on here? Are we still on?
Yeah.
Oh, right. These are the sort of things. If you put them on eBay, it'll cost you more to post them to someone than what they're actually bloody worth.
Yeah.
Oh, I said bloody hell.
It's okay. It's okay.
Bloody hell, yeah.
Bloody hell.
And this is the problem with a lot of stuff. It's good, but
who wants it? Question is,
you know, because of the. You could go down to a breakers and the great and they've got that and they've got a set you can make a brace up quite easy.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you.
But what it doesn't have, unfortunately, is a mount for a mudguard.
Well, that's
it was mounted off there. Yeah.
A lot of them they had. They used to put a brace across and have it bolted off the brace. So that's what you'd have to do.
Yeah, that's a bit tricky that to sort out. But anyway. So yeah, that's currently the state of play. Lots of options.
But they give you a good. You'll find with them you can get your calipers.
That's right. I much prefer it than these because it's just what you can do with it.
Them in my them to try and adapt calipers to them is very awkward.
And how long are these, by the way? I mean,
well, you can see that. Can we
compare? Yeah. To this, I was going to measure now.
I was going to put it against. Well, you can see. Look at the length of them.
Yeah, let's have a look. We're comparing it to what's on the drag bike now.
They're at least... Well, they're 30-inch. These must be about 32.
Well, they're pretty long then.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. They're very...
Very good. Very good. We like long ones, don't we?
So, this is why now finding a set that's...
Okay. We've got blue
going more or less in the middle there.
Yeah.
They're over 32 inches from the eye centre to the top.
Holy Wide Glide's only 31.5, so they're quite long then. Okay, so that's a possibility. A possibility.
Because of the length with what we're doing, would be a very good.
Yeah, just they all need rebuilding. They all need rechroming. Yeah, they would need rechroming. I wouldn't use them as a.
No, if you would, don't get me. If you were stuck to use a bike, they're serviceable to a degree for a runnable bike.
Yeah.
But if you're building something
nice, which we are.
Which I know you, and you obviously. But
I wouldn't have that on the bike.
The chances of finding another set of these at that length that are in mint condition is
small.
Small. You might as well put a lottery ticket on, haven't you? Well, knowing you'd probably win.
No, well I wouldn't because I don't gamble, so I wouldn't. I don't gamble.
You do?
I don't.
You gamble it every time you bloody come here. You
true, but I don't do lottery. I don't do anything like that. So anyway, and with that, we'll call it quits and we'll decide whether he's going to go on the bike or not. But right now, we're far too late. We've been here a long time, so it's time for tea. So with that, thanks for watching and cheers.